Oh God, I forget. I forgot to do this. Let me quickly do it. Mm, Good day, everyone. Um, Hi guys. How is everyone doing out there? Mm, Gbogbo wa la wà ní we're in a difficult moment, and that doesn't mean we shouldn't be able to voice out our opinion, even if everyone will go against it, even if the general public will kick against it. That shouldn't stop you from hearing your opinion or stating your opinion. But what I think is bad and what I think is totally wrong is if you're imposing your assumption on people, we can all draw the general public, we can state our opinion, but that doesn't mean we should dwell on it in a way that it will look as if we have evidence to what we're saying. Anyway, guys, I have few things to contribute towards this Mohbad's death, and I also want one thing, which is justice. We all want justice. We all want justice because that is what is important. And this particular case should not be one of those cases that they will, shall I say, they will turn into violence, they will fractalize it, they will destroy things, and at the end of the day, we won't be able to get to the bottom of it. And that is the reason why, in my own opinion, I always feel like if we are really interested in getting justice, violence is not the next thing. Seriously, throwing tantrums, ridiculing other people's efforts is not the best thing to do. If all of us, if our focus is on how to get justice, you can let me be, and I also let you be, in a way that, in as much as we are all heading towards one direction, and that is the direction of getting justice for Mohbad, they shouldn't cause conflicts, it shouldn't cause problem, it shouldn't cause commotion, because we all said, we claim one particular thing, we said we want justice for Mohbad, and that is the focus, that is the main thing, that is the most important thing. But before we continue, I need to ask you something. What kind of mother will abandon what kind of mother will abandon her children for good 15 years? We all know that at some point, some marriages, well, people will go on their separate ways. But when children are involved, there's a way people goes about things. There's a way to handle things. I've seen mothers who has been sued to court because of their children, because they want to leave the marriage with their kids. I've seen so many cases, so many instances where mothers will always fight their rich husband because of their children, that no, you can take everything away from me, but not my kids. And the husband will be like, when I got married to you, did you come to my house with kids? And the whole thing will become long stuff, long issue. You know, a good mother will accept to leave the marriage without a pence, but not with their children. Well, I won't blame anyone too much because we're not that we don't know the reason why she abandoned her children. But let's say I'm referring to Mohbad's mom. So after this woman walked out of the marriage, let's say you're unable to take care of your children, you're not able to take care of Mohbad and the siblings. And at that moment, it's the only option you have at hand to provide for your kids is to leave them with your husband, which is their father as well. But after doing that, sure, when you will, did you look back? You know, I've seen so many mothers that their husband can be very tough, very powerful in a way that after ending the marriage, they will still snatch the kids from the mother, and at the end of the day, ìyá yẹn mama lọ sí school. She will sneak around. She will look for all means to talk to the kids, to see the kids. Àti rí àwọn ìyá tó jẹ́ pé yes, ojú títì ibì kan náà máa jókòó sí. Maybe school àwọn ọmọ náà ti máa lọ jókòó sí pé yes, àwọn ọmọ wọn ṣáà máa gba bíbá kọjá tó fi máa rí àwọn ọmọ wọn. Even tó bá jẹ́ pé gàrí àti ẹ̀pà ló ní, ó máa mú wá bá ọmọ yẹn ní school pé my kids need to see me, I need to see my children. But àwọn ìyá kan wà náà tó yẹ pé yes, wọ́n bá ti ta àwọn ọmọ sílẹ̀ báyẹn, wọn kì í wo ẹ̀yìn wò, wọ́n máa remarry. I believe before you can think of getting married to another person, baby, I believe it's because you are happy, because nobody will just you feel like you it's time for you to move on. It means where you're coming from belongs to the past with the kids. Because if you really care about your kids, ìyá gidi, ìyá tó jẹ́ abiyamọ tòtítọ́, tó jẹ́ abiyamọ òdodo, ó máa wẹ̀yìn wò. Even kan ní kó má rí àwọn ọmọ ẹ, wàá wá gbogbo ọ̀nà pátápátá, wàá máa rí àwọn ọmọ, wàá máa jí àwọn ọmọ yẹn, wàá máa jí wọn rí. Àti rí àwọn ìyá tó yẹ pé yes, the husband will even get them arrested that pé yeah, pé ó jí àwọn ọmọ kó. Ìgbà tán bá dé station, àwọn máa sọ pé yes, àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ ló jí kó, kì í ṣe ọmọ lọ́mọ. Nǹkan táwọn ọmọ ní abiyamọ òtítọ́ nìyẹn. Ká ní pé ọdún kìíní, the first year, let's say you are not okay, you have to leave your kids, you have to abandon your kids. The first year, the second year, third year, excuse me, what happened to the fourth year? What happened to that? At least, wá wẹ̀yìn wò, lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ wò, bí orú position wo ni àwọn ọmọ mi wà. Ìjẹ́ ń fìyà jẹ àwọn ọmọ mi bí? Ìjẹ́ àwọn ọmọ mi, ìjẹ́ ń nídìí ìyá wọn bí? I don't know how to put it, like, are they missing the effect of a mother? Are they missing the presence of a mother in their life? You know, something like that. Wá wẹ̀yìn wò. Mo ti rí ìyá tó yẹ pé ẹ̀yìn fence báyìí ló máa dúró tó máa nàgà wọ àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀, tó máa nàgà wọ àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀, ó máa pè wọ́n lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan ni, ó máa ṣùfẹ́, ó máa ṣe gbogbo ọ̀nà tó fi máa pe àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀, bọ́sẹ̀, báwo, BBC, something like that, pé yes, báwo ni iṣẹ́ wà okay. Even though ìyá yẹn gan, maybe she have nothing to take care of herself, but she will do all it takes. She will go extra mile to make sure that when she's coming, she's able to bring things for the kids. At least they'll be able to sit down, dialogue, talk about things. The children will be like, Mommy, this is what is going on with me. At least you will be present in their life. Maybe behind the closed door, you will be present in your kids' life, in your children's life. I want them money abiyamọ nìyẹn. Not those who will return when the glory started glowing. Not those who will show their face from nowhere. You see, this boy Mohbad, I really feel for this boy, because been looking at him, I see the guy to be a very sensitive boy, very emotional, you know, and he has never been happy. Sherry, there are some people that, Sherry, that's why I always say something like, be careful on how you treat people, how you say what you say to people, because there's some people that they are extremely sensitive, very sensitive. And Sherry, look among your children. Yes, they're very sensitive. These are the people that they appreciate things deeply, and also things get to them deeply as well. Very emotional kids. And this guy, at least, any intelligent person can see through this boy that this boy was never happy with his life. It's more like someone who is just living, like just breathing. Someone who is just breathing. Very emotional. Someone who is in pain, who is not happy with life. A boy who have nobody. Because look, the dad raised him. I would say the dad is a good man. Seriously, the man raised him, even though the man got married, and we all know that women, our influence on our husband, on men, it's very, very strong, you know. But the man was able to take care of Imole, was able to take care of Mohbad, even when the mom abandoned him. Yes, the man remarried, and with what we heard that the stepmom was maltreating him and others, you know. But yet, the man was able to protect Imole. That is Mohbad. The man did a great job, a wonderful job. You know, he did well. But what now happened after that? He grew up, shining. Ṣé mọ̀ pé k'Ọlọ́run ṣàánú èèyàn ni. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí a ṣe gbọ́, obìnrin náà came into his life. You know? Maybe the reason why Mohbad chose the mother-in-law above his father is because the woman is educated, and being looking at things, I don't think Mohbad's dad is educated. I know a lot of you want us to pick side so that this whole thing at the end of the day they will destroy it. They won't be able to get justice for the boy. But no, Awani, Amama Fini at one point. We'll be giving you points to look into. Look into this point. And if we are able to work on these things, we'll be able to get justice. We'll be able to get to the bottom of this whole thing. Maybe the reason why, because you guys was like, if the man is a good father, why would Mohbad choose the mother-in-law over the dad? The reason why, I'm just an assumption, you know. The reason why I think Mohbad chose to do things in care of his mother-in-law, I think is because the woman is advanced, like she's exposed. She's a policewoman. She's a policewoman. So maybe that's the reason why she puts all her trust in the mother-in-law. Nothing more. Not like the not like the father is useless. Not like the father is a bad father. In my own opinion, though, that is what I think. So anyway, guys, I won't like to spend more time on that. Adedeji, I'm fine, sir. Adeku ọ̀rọ̀ tí Mohbad náà. You know, so maybe that was the reason why Mohbad, if he choose, if he assume yes, Mohbad choose the mother-in-law above the dad, because maybe it's just because of the, you know, education and the exposure and all that. Maybe that was the reason why Mohbad to finish so many things in care of the mother-in-law. And guys, another thing is that someone who was abandoned by his mom, don't you guys feel like, amen, sir, don't you guys think that someone who lack mother care, someone who has been abandoned by his mother, don't you think that this boy will be looking for mother figure everywhere? In girlfriend, in friend, in even outsider. Don't you think that was what this guy went through? This boy was looking for what he lacked, which is mother care, mother love. You understand what I'm saying? And which, I'm not saying the mother-in-law took advantage of him, but that is enough for anyone to, you know, to take advantage of him, because they feel like, oh, this boy has so much trust in me, is see a mother in me, something like that. Whatever I'm stating here, I'm not expecting the general public to understand me. My words, my contribution on this Facebook profoundly intelligent people, learned people that can understand me. My contribution have nothing to do with emotional people, biased people, people who will just see hey and just like, hey, it is hey. People that will just see nine and just like, this is nine. I love to deal with people that they can see behind what we can see, what the naked eyes can see. People who can dig deeper, people who can see beyond. You understand what I'm saying? Honey, you see, why will I gain if I come out there? I'm like, yes, this is it. Because the guy made some comments before he is dismissed, and I should not, because of that, to also fabricate things. And that is what a lot of you bloggers are doing. A lot of you are so demonic that you have no conscience. I always ask myself, like, how do you sleep at night? How? Yes, people will watch you, and at the end of the day, what will happen? Do you think about the gravity of your action if what you're doing would destroy another person's life? Do you think about that? And also, if you fabricate all these nonsense finish, don't forget that some households have that date you. They will also add up to what you said. And after that, you know what will happen? Gullible people, weak-minded, they will buy into that thing you're saying. And at the end of the day, they will also rebroadcast it. And it will continue like that. All in the name of you want people to watch you. What? You want people to watch you, and so what? After these people watch you, after getting fame, maybe it have to do with monetization and all that. After that, what else? What else? Would that make you happy in life? Tell me, would that make you fulfilled? Can't you think about your actions, your contribution sometimes that ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń ṣe ẹnu mi yé jáde ìjẹ́ ó máa ba ayé èèyàn kan jẹ́. See, Nigerians, it is now the right time for us to always think deeply and deeper. Be at least, even if you're not a critical thinker, at some point you just have to just try to feel like, look elsewhere. Look things from different perspective, different sides, like if I'm saying listen to be like this, what if it is like this? Why should we always dwell on one particular thing because something appears like this? So that makes it the reality. I want you guys to understand something. The reality at times is far from what you can easily set your eyes on. Òtítọ́ ọ̀rọ̀, òtítọ́ ń gbà mí, ó máa ń jìnnà sí ohun tí ẹ máa lè fi ojú yín rí immediately. So that's the reason why sometimes we just have to be patient, sùúrù, be diplomatic, apply diplomacy in some things like, what if? Don't always be like, yes, this is how it is. You should be able to ask yourself at some point, like, what if I'm wrong? What if this is not the truth? What if? When it comes to this boy death, Mohbad, there are so many things hidden, too complicated, very, very complicated. So it will be wrong for you and I to just jump into conclusion without any evidence. And there is one question that I really want to ask the general public, especially for those of you that you are talking as if you were there when this guy died. How sure are you that Naira Marley killed this boy? How sure are you that Sam Larry killed this boy? How sure are you that Wumi killed this boy? All of us were just assuming. We are just assuming. That all that thing is about assumption. We have no proof, no evidence. And that should give us more reason to exercise patience. I know we don't trust the judiciary system in Nigeria. I know we don't trust them, but at some point we just have to give them benefit of doubt. And those bad heads in the police force in Nigeria, at least you guys, at some point, you guys have to do your job. You have to carry out your duty as a police officer, because now can't you all see that people don't really trust you anymore, and this thing is causing more harm. But at some point, I will urge the general public to at least give them. I'm not saying you guys should trust them. I'm not saying you should trust them. Please, at some point, we just need to give them benefit of doubt. We are now in a civilized age, anything is possible. Even if they can do court hearing on virtual, live, that should tell you that whatever we want the police to do in Nigeria, they will definitely do it. We can compel them to do it. If we want them to carry out everything openly, they have to. But the question now is that, who killed Mohbad? Because this is a question mark. This is a question with a red capital question mark. Who killed Mohbad? Some of us are saying it's Sam Larry. Please, if you believe it is Sam Larry, what's it called? Naira Marley, bring out the proof and let us nail him. If you think it is Sam Larry too, bring out the proof. Let us nail him. If you think it is Wumi or anyone, any of these suspects, bring out the proof. Let us nail him. But if you are not sure of what you are saying, it is not the right time for you to shut the fact. Shut it. Shut it. This is how you people are destroying the country. In this civilized age, for you guys to think you can use your emotion, you can use sentiment to just judge things? Really? Really? Now, who killed Mohbad still remain a question that needs to be answered one way. This is a question that needs to be answered one way or the other. We need to get to the bottom of this whole thing. But how do we get there? By keeping your emotion aside, being sentiment being biased, and this gender madness that, okay, this person cannot do this person, remove it. Everybody is a suspect. Everybody in this case still remain a suspect until one person is being proven guilty. Until we have the main killer, everybody still remain suspect. And we have three major prime suspects. That is Sam Larry, Wumi, his wife, and Naira Marley. And in my own opinion, because the same way you are entitled to your opinion, I'm also entitled to my own opinion, I will pick Sam Larry. And I will pick Wumi as a second before I will pick Naira Marley. Yes. Because one thing I can prove here, that every one of us we can prove here, is that Sam Larry is a bully. And that alone, it can't go scot-free. It can't escape that. Being a bully is against the law. You can't threaten people's life. And you guys are just shouting when there are so many questions that you guys need to ask. You need to ask some question. The general question now is that, who killed Mohbad? Fine. But let me give us few details on the right question that I think you guys should be asking now. Who pronounced him dead? Who pronounced Mohbad Imole dead? Who issued his death certificate? Which hospital? those who are interested in getting justice for Mohbad, put down this question. This question must be asked. The video they did in the car with Mohbad's, either with his body or his corpse, I don't know, with Mohbad's body, that someone was crying behind saying, "Hey, Mohbad, did you cool?" Something like that. Those, everyone in the car, where are they? What is their names? Kí ni orúkọ àwọn tó gbé Mohbad dání nínú mọ́tò? Kí ni orúkọ wọn? Kí ni orúkọ doctor tó issue death certificate ẹ̀? Kí ni orúkọ doctor àti hospital tó pronounce ẹ̀ death tó sọ wípé yes, ẹni yìí ti gbé ẹ̀mí mì? Ṣé a sì fẹ́ máa ṣe bí ewúrẹ́ káàkiri ni? Àbí we just want justice? Do we really want justice? If we want justice, if we are interested in justice, we are doing what the killer wants us to do, because so many stories every day, so many things, and at the end of the day, I know very soon you're going to do something that will distract the general public from getting justice for this boy. I know at some point that's going to happen. You know, they are creating some sort of distraction. Look, if we are based on what Imole said before it passed on, you know, that if anything happened to him, they should hold Naira Marley. You guys should not also forget that Imole said if anything happens to him, his wife, Wumi, is also what? So where does that leave Wumi? But because you guys are carried away with your emotion, you are so biased and gullible. And that's the reason why you guys will just pick Naira Marley because of what? Because it's smoke janja, right? Smoking janja does not make one a bad person. We have a lot of pastors, a lot of fathers that they are so demonic, they are so evil. And there are so many people that they don't even go to church. But they have the most coolest, the most kind heart. We have a lot of pastors that see, a lot of bishop, deaconess, that they are witches and wizards. Seriously. That's what they are fond of doing towards others. Even devil from the pit of hell will not do that towards another person. So the fact that you guys just want to stereotype. Okay. One thing I need to tell you is that Naira Marley may not be 100% holy. You understand? But the fact that he smoked janja does not make him a criminal. Even if he's doing other things, that does not make him the killer, and that does not make him innocent as well. But before we destroy people's life, because if care is not taken, some people will take advantage of this, your mindset, your mentality. And the moment Naira step his foot in Nigeria, if proper care is not taken, you guys are ready to mob him. Tani, you need protect your eye. Let me use this example. During HEDSAS, we planned for peaceful protest. That was what every one of us planned for before going to Nigeria. Before putting our life on the front line, that this is what you're going to do. But they sabotage it. They sabotage it. They still use the same youth, the same people that we are fighting for. A majority of us that really initiated that EndSARS, we are not staying in Nigeria at all. Majority of us that sponsored it, that use our strength, money, and everything to sponsor that EndSARS, we don't stay in Nigeria. A lot of us, well, a lot of us are doing well, at least in our own little way. But you see, the major people that we fought for are the same people that they used to sabotage our peaceful protest. Is that not what is going on here? The killer wants you guys to focus on Naira Marley. The main killer wants you guys to focus on one direction, and that is what you guys are doing. At the end of the day, you will not get anything. There will be no justice if you guys continue like this. Everyone is a suspect in this whole issue as we speak. Every one of them. We can't say this person can kill this person and this person cannot kill this person. Nah, we can't. And you tell Ramanda be so kusoni. Pata the suspect. And when it comes to this DNA issue, Omowumi, don't look at what people are saying. Some people are telling you not to run the DNA because they themselves, 3 among their children, the children that they had for their husband are bastards. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nínú yín tẹ́ kick against DNA yìí, ọmọ àlè ló pọ̀ jù lọ́wọ́ yín, ẹ̀yin gan ọmọ àlè ni yín. Because kí ló wà nínú DNA? Some families, bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń bímọ not immediately not run DNA. This DNA is not to nail Wunmi, in my own opinion. This DNA is not to nail her. At least, this DNA, Wunmi, if she's able to do it, at least she'll be out, her name, at least people will have some trust in her. They will still believe in her, and that will make people to help her more, to help her child. Because let me ask us 1 or 2 questions. Why do you think we won't suspect Wunmi too? Why do you think Wunmi will not be included among the suspects? I'll give you a few reasons why Wunmi name will be included among the prime suspects. We have so many suspects, but the reason why Wunmi names will be included among the prime suspects is because psychologically, Mohbad died not up to 24 hours, and Wunmi started uploading things. At some point, gbogbo ala ti lose in your now. You won't think about social media. Unless you think about social media, your words, you won't be so cautious with your write-up. You won't care about emojis, In one day, Wunmi uploaded nothing less than 10 posts. Lọ́jọ́ tí ẹni tó pè ní your heaven and earth, the person that you called your 5 and 6, lọ́jọ́ tí ó fi lé ayé sílẹ̀. And all your posts was directing to one particular thing. I'm going to say this thing once and for all. Are you guys really mourning this guy, or every one of you are giving account? Are you guys mourning Mohbad? I'm talking about people around him, the close people around him, Wunmi especially, and your family. Are you guys mourning Mohbad, or you are giving account? You want us to know how important you are to Mohbad, so that people will feel like you can't kill him or you are innocent. Òun ṣe ṣàlàyé. Nobody even tagged you with killing him in the first place. But look, the fact that you came out barely 1 hour after he's dismissed, and all your write-up, everything in it, psychologically, I'm not seeing anything that shows mourning there. And it was too early. It was too early. This thing, your write-up, are things that should come after 1 year. Or maybe less. You started thinking about moving on. You were even talking about, like, there will be no one. I think that is one of your words, that one of Wumi's words, that said there will be nobody like you. Even like she was trying to tell us that even if she gets married today, there will be no one like Mohbad. Excuse me. You just lost your husband barely 24 hours and you started thinking about another man. Hey. Hey, drop your emotion aside. Seriously, look into this thing. It's way deeper than what we think. Um, am I loud this one? It was where, oh God, let me check if I'm online. It is way deeper than what we think. Oh, dear Lord. Okay, yeah. Seriously, it is way deeper than what we think. It is way deeper than what we think. So, guys, we are not, all of us will not face one direction. Some of us, we are able to look things beyond, deeper, the surface, beyond the surface. And that is what I am urging the general public to also do. Ask yourself, what if? What if Naira Marley is not a killer? What if this Bororo, that bully guy that look like, that is barely look like, I don't know, that wicked guy, that bully, Sam Larry, maybe he's not the killer. What if Wumi is not also the killer? How do we know the main killer? Is it by jumping to conclusion? Is it by thinking like, this person is the killer? Because this person had an argument with this person, so this person must be the killer. A lot of it, you've turned yourself to Joseph. Say Joseph Goni. You've turned yourself to Clotina. You are all chasing clout. You just want to show everyone, you just want to show face in this case. What is all this thing? We're talking about somebody's life, somebody's son's life, somebody's husband, somebody's father, somebody's friend. And also, he also have his fan that cares about him. At least. We're talking about human, like you and I. Do we really care about him? In my own opinion, Wumi and some other people around Mohbad, you guys are not mourning. You are just what? You're just giving accounts. You want us to know your relationship with him, either good or bad. Why? My smart and critical thinkers in the society ask why? Why? Are these people really money? Are they? So instead of you guys to turn to this thing to team warriors, look, the DNA is very important. Women needs to do it. And trust me, the DNA that will be accepted is not the one that they run in Nigeria. We need DNA from Obodo Ibo. Yes. Because that is the only one we can trust. Okay, you guys said, just don't let me go there. Kì í ṣe gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ nìyẹn máa ń sọ. Kì í ṣe gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ lèèyàn máa ń sọ. Má jẹ́ kémi náà dàbí tìyín tó yẹ pé ẹ máa ro nǹkan nínú ẹ̀dẹ̀ máa sọ búà ẹ̀ ní wo ẹni tó bá affect. If not, there's some question I want to ask you because you guys said so many things, unspeakable things. I don't care. But what I'm so interested in these whole cases, justice. Justice. We need to get to the bottom of it. We need to know who really killed them. That is what is needed. As for the DNA, it is very important because it will help. Because Niger level is different, but if in a foreign land, in abroad, if they want to carry out what? An investigation, DNA is number one. They do DNA. On the even the forensics, on the crime scene, they will take what? They will take DNA of the deceased, and also everyone around and every object around, and also his phone and those that he communicates with, the frequent people on his call list, the frequent one. But in Nigeria, mama ambroba ma jaton after 10 hours, mama le eshishin ate ure kakiri. That is how it is done. The reason why we need DNA, because I don't understand why you guys want to listen to one part and ignore one side. The same voice note, video, tí Mohbad tó ṣe, tí gbogbo yín fi come after Naira Marley. Nísìnyí, ṣé bó ṣe the same thing fún ìyàwó ẹ̀ náà. He said something to Wumi. Only if I die, if you kill me, only Wumi, if you kill me, you know people will not suspect you, they won't come after you. But if you kill me, you can't kill my family. Who are the first people to suspect Wumi? Mohbad's family. And the reason why I personally, the reason why I also say, okay, they need to run DNA on the child is because, look, there is one chat, a conversation that I also broke out where, what's it called? Mohbad told Wumi that you fucked somebody, you know? To fuck. And Mohbad was complaining bitterly about Wumi's family. Why are we writing that off? Why do we have to ignore those parts? I think ignore parts in here. What's it called? Mohbad, Imola himself said something like, what our family ti ń ṣe ọjọ́ ti pẹ́ tèmi lẹ fi máa ṣe àṣemọ́. Kí ló dé tá fi ignore parts in here? Kí ló dé tá fi ignore parts in here? Níbi tí Mohbad tó ti sọ fún ìyàwó ẹ̀ wípé yes, ìwọ àtàwọn family ẹ ti ń ṣe ọjọ́ ti pẹ́ tèmi yìí lẹ fi máa ṣe àṣemọ́ tẹ́ bá pa mí ẹ lè pa gbogbo family mi. Kí ló dé ẹ̀yin alábòsí? Kí ló dé tá fi ignore part yẹn? Kí ló dé tá fi ignore part yẹn? Kí ló dé tá àbòsí fi fẹ́ balẹ̀ ayé wa jẹ́ tá fi ignore part yẹn? Kí ló dé tá fi ignore bí tí Mohbad ti sọ fún ìyàwó ẹ̀ pé you don't love me, then what are you doing with me? Kí ló dé tá ignore part yẹn? Kí ló dé tá fi ignore part yẹn? I just need to understand. At least tán bá run DNA fún ọmọ yẹn, ó mè wípé a ti cross 15% out of the investigation. Then step by step. Àwọn tó gbé ìmọ́lẹ̀ dání nínú mọ́tò yẹn, who are they? What is their name? Ṣá ti interrogate wọn ṣá. Those guys, maybe 2 or 3 guys that was holding him, that was holding his body, and one of them was wailing bitterly that, oh, Mole's gone, something like that, you know. And the 2 other guys, they had him down firmly. Who are those people? Where are they? We have few questions to ask them. Who pronounced him dead? Ta ló sọ wípé this guy is dead? Doctor wo? Which hospital? We need to know which hospital pronounced Mohbad dead. Which doctor signed his death certificate? Who? At what time? What event? At which location? You guys should ask the proper question now. Why must we just be ranting around? ranting, this one want to talk, this one want to talk, another person want to talk, all of us, we just want to talk. But let us, if we must talk, let us ask the right question, the proper question. Who pronounced him dead? Where are those guys? Those guys that had his body inside the car, where are they? What are their names? Where were they coming from? Where did they pick the body from? Where did they took the body to? Ibo no gbe ìgbà tẹ́ sọ pé ó ti kú. Ibo lẹ gbé body yẹn lọ. Ta ló kọ́kọ́ receive, ta ló kọ́kọ́ rí. Níbo lẹ ti ń bọ̀, ṣọ́njà ní event wo lẹ ti ń bọ̀, ta ló rí ń bẹ̀. Tẹ́ bá sọ fún mi pé yẹ show náà ti ń bọ̀. Show kì í ṣe ibi tó yẹ pé yàn lọ bòńkẹ́lẹ́ náà. So, there are so many things. There are so many hidden things in this Mohbad case. And the only way we can get to the root of it is by doing what? By asking the right question and exercise patience. And you know what? We don't need to throw away any question. Yes, if anyone raises a question, we need to also accept it. Not for you to be like, am I better question come? Am I better question come? It is too early. It is not right. No more. Sherry, majority and you think kick against the DNA. Let me say it in English. Majority of you guys that are kicking against this, that kicked against this DNA, you guys are also guilty of the same offense. It's like you guys are trying to use Wumi case to justify yourself. It means majority of you have 3 kids for your concubine. It means majority of you also gave birth to bastard children that doesn't belong to your husband. If not, kini DNA, kò ṣe DNA, at least gbogbo wa fi máa mọ̀ wípé yes, ọmọ Mohbad ni. People will be able to support her more. At least that will be in history forever that this child belonged to Mohbad. It's a victory for her. It is a victory for her, seriously. But you guys kicked against it. Really? The only way, mark my words today, if you guys continue like this, ranting up and down, without evidence, without facts, we just want to say something like some disgusting things like that, we won't be able to get justice for Mohbad. But if you guys really want justice for Mohbad, you guys have to accept everyone's opinion, because anything is possible. You can't write off anything. You can't write off anything. Let's write any question off, because the question is to help us get who? The killer. The question is to help us with the investigation. So if someone voices their opinion like, okay, I thought this thing should go this way, I think this thing should go this way, it is better we should accept it and just let everyone just be in peace. Anyway, guys, I have to go now. Bye-bye.